people get ready for these
Hi
streams.
guys. Oh, by the way, we're live.
Okay.
Hi guys. Welcome to the stream, the official Project Spark stream here on day. It's been a week. It's a week ago today, wasn't it, that we kind of officially launched the
we
beta?
started trickling people into beta here.
Yeah. So my name's Mike Lesko. I'm the community manager on Project Spark, and I'm here with the professor and Rockman.
Hey,
You guys
how's it
introduce
going,
yourselves.
guys? I'm Claude and Jared, designer on the project, also known as Rockman. Yeah.
I'm Jared Griner, one of the designers here, apparently known as the Professor.
Apparently. See that? He's all about the disclaimers. So we wanted to follow up to a stream we did yesterday. We're trying to do maybe we'll do one a week, one a day at noon this whole week. I guess we'll see. We'll see what everybody thinks, what the community wants. The community's been doing a lot of great streaming on the Twitch channel, Project Spark Community, all one word. So, I don't know. We're probably going to be out of business soon, but, we'll keep going. We're still giving out keys very, very slowly. There's no real great way to do it and no real fair way to do it. But we know a lot of folks want them, so, we'll get it out there as soon as we can. And then hopefully once our patch comes out, we're going to be giving out thousands. And they'll be like those old AOL discs where, you just can't go anywhere without tripping over a pile of the beta keys to Project Spark. So. With that said, we have a well-crafted, scripted show today that we're about to kick off. So,
well scripted.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys? Do you have anything
off.
planned or what?
Yeah.
Because I got nothing.
So we're kind of, I feel like it's a little bit of a continuation from yesterday. We're going to kind of answer questions and show off some stuff in a little bit more detail to give people in the beta a little bit more tips and stuff, and people outside the beta just some more ideas of what you can do in the game. Jared was messing around with some cool stuff that people have been asking around about, and he wanted to show it off here. So as soon as are we showing the feed of the game yet?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
We can,
Oh.
yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can. I think Jared's starting to.
So, someone's going to tell me that stuff, though.
Yeah, he's actually ready
I'm
now.
not paying attention.
So what we have here
Playing a
is
game.
we're very much on script right now still. What we have here is a little bit of a. Well, Jared, you explain it.
All right. So one of the questions that I thought was really cool, it's people have asked a couple times, is how to make kind of a planet with gravity and like a platformer around that. And it's one of those things that we don't necessarily have hooked up as a quick create system to just have gravity wells or something else like that. So
this was something that originally I think was asked on a NeoGAF thread, and I kind of pulled a bunch of people.
And it's come up again and again. I've seen it on Reddit a couple times.
Nice.
So I've got a kind of little level set up already that demonstrates a way to do it that kind of gets around one of the big things you'll run into really often that I've seen a couple people run into. So let's I'll just show how this works real quick, and then I'll kind of show the process of building that and some of the tools and everything that we haven't necessarily explained today. So in this case, I've got my character who's on the underside of this ball here, and I can run around and jump a little bit, and you kind of get the idea. There's some things that I'm still working out, like exactly how it's going to work. You see my character just kind of freaks out and spins in a couple scenarios, and I can get kind of stuck.
After you jump. There you go.
Yeah,
so it's kind of working now. I mean the beauty of this kind of problem is that, and this is
go into orbit.
Mike kind of alluded to this too when the question was first posed, but there's like a bunch of different ways to solve this kind of problem. And depending on who you ask, you might get a very different answer.
Oh, that's cool though.
But in the end, like it doesn't really matter like which way is the best way. It all matters that you got what you wanted, and you can get closer to what you imagined you wanted to build.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about a little bit how some of our tools work. Give the intro, and then kind of how you could set up something like this yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump out to just in the edit mode here.
Some cool levels in that little.
Yeah. We'll look around probably at some community stuff, and then we know there were some questions yesterday about Raycasting and how that works.
There's a portal level.
We'll do some demonstrations of that as we go.
Yeah, I think it was Lethem had a portal level you wanted to check out.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. I was actually looking at that earlier today.
And we can also talk about, if Mike's cool, then we can talk about Spark Igniter, which is a cool website that just went live, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll talk about that a little bit, though.
How about keeping your community manager informed? And, like, Spark Igniter, they're like, oh, yeah, let's tell you about this. Like, okay.
Basically dropped the bomb in like 5 minutes before the stream.
All right. So I'm just in the terrain editing tools here real quick. I just want to show off a little bit different stuff than we necessarily show off every time. One of my favorite ways to kind of mold terrain is to go into the expand tool in the cylinder form, and then kind of just move it around a lot, kind of in a random pattern or something. I kind of get some nice, like, uneven terrain, some hill shapes and stuff with that. So I'm going to go ahead and build a whole mountain over here.
Some fun comments in the stream chat.
Pile of something? Anything like that?
Nothing like that. But
Nothing like that? Okay.
Still very appropriate.
Okay. Anyway, so there's that's kind of just like one of my favorite ways to kind of use this expand tool.
Yeah, and you get really natural shapes, right? So.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it ends up, you can make kind of rivers and valleys and little, like, kind of, you can really control, like, how big your hills and stuff get with that. And then
someone's right though. It is not very U-shaped hill.
No, should I make it U-shaped? Does it have to be every time? All right.
I think it may have to be.
Tradition.
Right.
And while Jared's sculpting that out,
hill.
I'll talk a little bit more into the Spark Igniter thing. So one of our team members actually whipped it together in hopes of inspiring people or igniting the people's imagination into some cool game ideas. And generally, I mean, the idea behind it is that it's a little easier to work with constraints when you're coming up with game ideas, and specific call outs to things to work with. So the website generally just generates a list of things to build from, like use these props, X, Y, Z, and make a game about these 3 things. And it's just a really good starting point for anybody that's kind of hitting a creative block. So definitely check it out and see if you have your spark ignited.
Oh.
And where is this? Cause
it's just sparkigniter.com. I think people are linking it all day here.
All right, is that U-shaped enough?
It looks pretty U-shaped.
All right, so from there,
got a nice little backdrop for your game too.
Yeah,
pretty sweet.
We can start painting that world, getting real close so you can see all this stuff. Flowers. I don't want flowers.
Why not? Everybody likes flowers.
Swap out those flowers.
I'm a huge fan of flowers.
Let's get some just regular woodland stuff in there instead. Okay. There, swapped.
Yeah, so as is tradition, what Jared's showing off here is some of the dynamic painting you get depending on the shapes of the terrain that you have. The game will sort of mold the paint that it uses to match the shape that you're creating with your terrain. And he was just messing around this terrain palette, which is actually the material palette, which is actually your way of kind of picking the things that you want your world to look like, putting them on the palette and being able to paint with those.
Yep. Claude's got it. Claude's got that down.
We're getting some good igniters here.
Smaller brush. All right, and then I can layer over the paint types, and I can add individual props and stuff like that. So
really flesh out the scene.
Yeah.
And if anybody has any specific questions as well, feel free to toss those out there, and we'll see how many we can get to today.
We're gonna go all at once and just start adding a bunch of trees.
You got a 5 out of 10 for this hill.
5 out of 10. Oh man. All right.
Needs improvement.
Anyway, there.
You got a cool backdrop. Test the level out. That's
okay.
Kind of cool.
So let's go back into test mode so you can kind of see what that looks like. And so beyond just wow, I got a big planet in the way of my level. Beyond just kind of customizing the way your world looks like that, all the stuff that I'm doing here with the character and the ball is all in the brains side of things. So I've kind of taken a player brain and broken it apart into 2 chunks to build the little mechanic I've got here. I'm going to move this ball. Put it over here. Get it away. This is going to be kind of interesting when I test now.
Nice. Yeah. And that kind of shows how you could start from here to build like a little galaxy almost of planets that you can jump between, depending on how you set up the code.
Yep. Yep. I mean, right now this just works with 1 planet, but it'd be pretty simple to set it up with a couple. So, I mean, should we do something simpler with brains before I show how I built that kind of stuff here?
Yeah. Let's start with. I mean, you can save this level out. We can.
I'm gonna disable this brain.
Yeah.
Properties.
What kind of stuff do people want to see, just generally, like gameplay mechanics wise, or any questions that of what kind of stuff we can build?
What are they gonna throw at us, Claude?
Let's see.
That's always a risky maneuver to ask the community what they want.
Let's see what we can do. There's a lot of snow comments. You can do something snow related.
Do you know how long you go for?
You go for
maybe the length of this Twitch today. You see grappling hook a couple times there.
Grappling hook. That's an interesting idea.
Kind of fun.
I think I have a 1:30 meeting, so we should probably wrap up before then.
TNT throwing character.
Bird's Eye. That's what we call him now.
Yeah, we're still working on that. So,
which one should I start with here?
Let's go with Bird's Eye Shooter, and then let's do or I don't know if that one's very.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Doing it live.
What is
All right,
Bird's
cool.
Eye Shooter?
It's just like isometric kind of setup.
Okay, so
And
this is
then now
kind
we
of
can-
like the gladiator level brain, just
Yeah.
on the put in any level here. I can't jump.
Yeah.
I can't jump when I'm a shooter.
Apparently
Apparently not.
Let's
fix that.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, right? You can do whatever you want with this, and then we can actually let's modify this a little too, so that we can have this guy toss a dynamite.
Okay. Yeah.
Someone's asking about that. Just keep it kind of simple first. Grappling hook sounds pretty cool and actually doable. I've done that a couple times now.
All right.
Older versions of the code base, but we're gonna start with the simple example first. So.
All right. So for those of you who haven't seen it before, I'm sure most of you in the stream have seen it before. All the brains in our game, they can put them on any object, and you can create kind of any behavior you want out of them. So in this case, some of the behaviors in this one that's kind of unique to it is when right stick shoot, and then that's one of the things we do support kind of in a quick create fashion or something. So it automatically takes the direction you're pointing the right stick in and shoots in that direction, and it is simple and really easy to set up for you there.
Yep.
But I want to add in here a new bit to this guy because he can't jump by default, which I think is lame. So we're going to fix that. So I'm going to go into the tile picker here, into controls, on controller, grab the A button, and then I want to do that only when I'm pressing it for the first time, instead of jumping every time I hold it down. And then go to movement on the do side and put a jump on there. Not a yaw, a jump.
See, someone's asking about terrain surf in the E3 video. We should show that. We actually have a brain that does that.
There we go.
That's just in the library. Nice, you got a little jumping buddy now. Cool. Yeah, we could always show a terrain gun, portal gun. We can go through the level that someone shared earlier, and we can see how that works, and see if we can make any tweaks to that too.
All right, enemies. I gotta have somebody to shoot these fireballs at.
Of course. And then we'll try the dynamite thing too. Oh man.
Oh,
that's interesting.
My camera is still active on the ball over here.
It's order dependent, I guess. Yeah.
Ignore. None of that.
Oh man, yeah. So ignore line. That's a handy little tool Jared just used there. It's sort of a way of keeping code around that you don't want to run anymore. Just have it ignore the line. Nice.
There we go. Took care of those goblins.
Simple little twin stick shooter. There's actually a super cool twin stick shooter loaded up on the feed as well.
Oh yeah.
A couple days ago. Yeah, it looks really. It has like a nice little intro to it. Pretty solid mechanics. Good spacing. Level design.
That's cool. We should take a look at that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get through this some planetoid gravity stuff, and then a little bit maybe on some raycasting, and then take a look at some community levels or something there, and kind of break them down and look and see how they
That's
did.
our agenda for as long as we can remember. That was
as long as we can remember that was our plan, it will continue to be our plan. All right, so I'm going to go back over here. And I built this guy kind of based off of the third-person adventurer brain. So like if I jump into the player brain, most of this stuff is pretty much what you would see in a normal third-person adventure brain as soon as you create an empty level here. And then I added some kind of crazy bits to it. The crazy bits, let's get all those together. Right up here to start, I'm doing some vector math to kind of figure out what direction the character should orient so that he's always kind of facing up away from the ball. So I'm setting his down direction to be towards the ball. And then this is a little bit of vector math. So taking the position, the center of the ball minus his position, and then normalizing that to kind of condense it down into a nice direction.
And just really generally, for those kind of trying to keep up here, basically every object in the game, in order to control and represent its orientation, we have three.
Just go to that from scratch.
Yeah, we have three tiles that you can mess with called up, right, and down, or up, right, and forward rather. That are and then there's the inverse of those, so like left
up,
and down
right,
and backwards.
Forward.
And you can use those to
left.
kind of change and mess with the orientation of your character, like what way he's facing, basically. And this is definitely like a more advanced kind of tool or option.
Yeah, definitely.
But
it's
you don't have to,
super powerful.
Exactly, it's really powerful. You don't have to mess with it if you don't want to. There's plenty of tools that kind of get you close.
Right,
but if you want to dive deep,
this is kind of different from the standard yaw, pitch, roll, turn stuff that are kind of the quick create simple ways of getting things to like reorient and turn around and stuff. This is like if you know exactly what direction you want something to face, then you can go into the positioning folder and kind of set that up to be like really specific and have the very exact behavior that you want. So in this case, I know I want my character to be kind of always orienting exactly away from that leather ball. So then I write this line over here that kind of does the math and figures that out for me. And then a bunch of this stuff down here is kind of resetting an attachment position, and when some of our normal jumping and attacking and shooting animations would kind of move my character around a little bit. So I'm setting his position to equal his owner's position, which doesn't mean anything to you guys yet because I haven't told you that he's attached to anything. So this guy is actually, let me turn on grid snap here. He's actually attached to that logic cube there. So he's got that kind of relationship set up there. So back into his brain then. So what that's doing is every time that I'm no longer jumping or no longer attacking or no longer shooting, I'm setting the position of my character back to be exactly where the logic cube is at. So I can show you if I do an attack how that kind of ends up working. So that's in the player brain there. And then you'll notice there's nothing in here about movement. So there's no left stick move command. I deleted that from this brain. And then on the jump stuff here, I put jump 0. Because I want the jump animation to play when I jump, but I want the height to be 0. This is all sorts of like kind of hackery here to get this behavior to work. But it's kind of the cool potential of what you can do once you figure out how all these different systems in the game work. And then in the logic cube, I've got some movement stuff set up and some more math. But I want to show you first why I had to use a logic cube. So I think these guys are still disabled. So let me go and I'm going to grab our character. I think I disabled his brain. Let me just set up a regular character, because this is the stuff that I saw a bunch of people talking about doing on the stream before. So this has got a NPC brain in it that I don't want. So I'm going to go swap that out for the regular third-person adventurer brain. And so you can see that's got the left stick move and the A jump in there, none of that crazy reorienting stuff. I'm going to copy and paste some lines back and forth between brains here. Okay, grabbed that orienting line. Put that over here. So his down will now always equal the ball. And then I'm going to grab something out of the cube here that will be handy. I want to grab my push line. Where am I doing that at? I forget.
Somewhere down there.
No, that one.
Okay.
Okay. So I can reorient him and then push him towards the leather ball. So in this case, I'm orienting him to be pointed away from the leather ball, and then I'm pushing him towards the leather ball, kind of creating my own gravity system. So push towards leather ball center with a strength of 2.
Yeah, and push is basically our physics impulse tile. It's a way for you to have your own custom physics.
But you'll notice here, what looks kind of weird, you kind of have the basics starting here of the stuff I was showing before, but his animations, he's just falling constantly. It looks pretty weird.
Or tiptoeing, whatever you
want.
Or
tiptoeing, I guess.
And spinning, do like a ballerina.
Ballerina tiptoeing.
It's very agile space platformer.
Disable his brain. Don't want that. So the reason why I have this other character attached to the logic cube is, for whatever reason, I'm probably making our animation programmer pull his hair out right now. But when you attach something to something else, it will use more normal animations and what doesn't get stuck in that kind of constantly falling, tiptoeing state. So
it's working. Sorry. I just like occasionally pop up and look at
and see stuff over there.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, this is kind of role reversal from yesterday, where I was able to read some of the chat and you were constantly driving everything here. Turn this guy's brain back on.
We're doing this stream on Windows 8.1. Our beta is on 8.1 right now, so we're using the beta build.
Right, but I'm running this all with a controller that I have plugged into to the PC here. All right, I'm going to put a camera back in this guy. I took the camera out previously. Drop in follow camera. Okay. So this now is kind of a combination of 2 brains. So I've got all the movement stuff in the logic cube there. I'll turn it visible so you can kind of see like what's actually happening when we play. So turning that logic cube visible. Now, so this is the logic cube brain. So it's got...
oh man, you got a little thing.
Oh yeah, got a little challenge there. Turning visibility back and forth. Leveling up Mike's profile for him.
This is great.
Halfway through level 4.
Alright, so I'm not using any of this stuff that it's ignored down there, so I'm just going to delete it so we don't get confused.
I'm going to be buying stuff soon.
So, this logic cube is, I changed a couple things about it that normally would be set differently. So its physics are normally collidable as off for logic cubes. You can just run through them and pretend they're not there. And normally they have a fixed physics type. But because I want this to kind of behave like a character, I switched over to character physics. And then from there, I set its gravity to be 0. So it doesn't get pulled down in the world down direction like everything normally would. And then I'm doing that kind of toward calculation here to figure out what direction is towards the ball, and then I'm setting its down to be toward, kind of like I am on the character as well there. And then when I'm bumping the leather ball, I set it up so I can jump. So when I press A, then I'll push myself away from the leather ball with a strength of 15. That's a good kind of jump. Felt good for jumping there, but I actually want to bump it up a little bit. I'm going to go 20. Make it feel a little bit better. There we go. And then, so now I've got an else down here, which I don't think we've actually talked about yet. So
yeah, sure. Let's give
kind of a cool.
Let's give a simpler case of else really quick. Okay, well, just generally how else works is else is like the exception to your when do. You say like if you want to say like when I bump into this other ball, do something, but when you aren't bumping into the other ball, do something else.
Yeah.
You can use the else tile. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it's just one of those tools that kind of brings you closer to like other programming languages a little bit too. So.
Yeah. So in this case, it's there's some complicated stuff with the vectors. That's probably the most complicated of all this. But then this stuff is pretty self-explanatory, where it's when bumping the ball. So it's kind of like when my feet are on the ground, then I can jump, and then I can, and to do that I'm pushing myself away from the ball, kind of like if you think about someone in space like pushing off of another object to kind of launch themselves. So that's what's going on there. And then when I'm not bumping the ball, I'm pushing myself back towards the leather ball. So that's kind of my custom gravity there, is the ball is pushing me back towards it, kind of sucking me in. And
yeah,
then,
and for the people mentioning it, yeah, this is pretty advanced stuff, but we're just kind of showing the pieces here so you can build this yourself if you want to go back and watch this later or something, you know, and just kind of giving a little bit of deep dive on how you can build certain kinds of gameplay.
Yeah, and then I'll share this out at the end of the stream here after we finish this and move on to some other stuff. So you can just grab this and do whatever you want with it from there. And then I've got it set up for on the cube here, left stick, move with flying at a speed there. All right. So we go back into test. So this is kind of showing you like how that's all working. Like my character's attached to the logic cube there. So all the movement stuff is on the logic cube itself. And then the character's just kind of along for the ride, so that it looks like an actual character moving around. And then, let's go back, turn the visibility off on the logic cube so it looks more normal looking. There we go.
Yeah, and for me, this kind of stuff is great because it shows, like, even if you're not as well versed in the tools right away, it kind of shows like something to aspire to, you know. Like, kind of shows that there's more to the language than, you know, what you see is what you got kind of set up that you'd see in other editors. So it's just, you know, even if you're not following along, just kind of look for the inspiration here and wanting to get better at this language.
My character moves too fast. I can run into orbit.
Feature,
all right, so that's kind of a little bit how that works.
Kind of like me, my track days.
There's definitely some stuff that I want to fine tune on this a little bit more. So I'll probably share this out today and then iterate on it a little bit more in my own time and see if I can get it feeling really solid and tight. Maybe mess with the camera a little bit there, so you guys have some like kind of a template to move from. Maybe get a couple different balls that you can jump between. I'll see if I can get all that set up so you guys can kind of build off of that. But this is kind of the basics of how you can set something up like that, and kind of, in a weird way, potentially take advantage of what happens when you attach a character to another object to kind of get the animations to look cooler, or more what you would expect there. All right. Any questions about this kind of like gravity ball stuff?
Very professor-like of you.
Before we move on, I want to make sure all the
everybody
students,
with the professor.
yeah, all the students out there understand what we're showing here.
We'll be on the exam
to another example here of some cool stuff.
Don't forget to do your homework, guys. Take a look at the shared level.
Yeah. This the examples will be posted online after the class.
Right.
Exactly.
Check your syllabus about next week.
We'll do slides next time too.
Yeah. Step by step, how to set up your.
So
own,
ask about a cube that you can change the shape from one side. I don't know what that means.
a cube that you can change.
One more time.
Bias, what does that mean, man? What does that mean?
One more time. I know you guys are typing really fast, so it happens. Yeah, trying to explain something a little quickly. We can run so to speak. We can do a lot of stuff, but I think it's a good time to also show some simpler things. Jared or Claude, can you show? Oh, that's an interesting way of spelling my name. Can you show how to move a particle effect to a different location on an object? Yeah, you can do. Let's do that really quick. Let's just play an effect on his head.
Okay.
Yeah.
On this guy?
Yeah. Why not?
So there's several different ways you can do that. Should we do Character Studio?
Whichever way you want to do it. Yeah, that's actually the fastest way, probably, right? So, so right now we're gonna just go into the Character Studio, and then you have 3 tabs. one of which is the effects tab, and that'll show you all the different effects you can grab. So Jared's grabbing the fireball, putting it on his head, and fireball on his head. So that's the sort of editor-driven way of doing it. There's the K-code way of doing this, where you can go into the brain and also programmatically do this, so that you can apply it to, dynamically. But this is pretty awesome. So, gravity and fireballs on people's heads and stuff. And again, our animators and animation programmers probably are really happy watching this.
So what's another
Grapple
one we
hook
could
to
do?
the planet. Oh man, that would be awesome, but really hard.
What do you suggest?
A grappling hook game with this whole planetary.
Oh
that'd
man,
be
yeah.
really cool.
Like kind of swinging around planets or something.
Well, one of our gameplay programmers actually put together like a 2D platformer with a grappling hook in it that had sort of like the spinning around.
Is that shared out? Or?
It was on the alpha, so have to get kind of upgraded, but.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right, so what's the other way we could play an effect? Like if we wanted to play one in his hand.
Let's just add a new line really quick and then just go into create and play effects. So this is your bread and butter tool here for just playing an effect. You can slap the tile down and pick one.
What effect should we do? There's like something with a trail that looks cool.
Trail. Let's go with smoke trail, I guess.
Smoke trail. Did you see it already?
No, it's just I'll just type. Oh.
Close.
Maybe that's not in this pack anymore.
Smoke.
We're kind of moving stuff around a lot. So
there
we
it
go.
is.
Cool.
Smoke.
So that if you just played that would play at your character's position.
Yeah.
But you can also specify with a modifier with what location you want or what socket you want. And a socket is an interesting concept. It's kind of just like points of interest along an object's body. So you can say like their head, their feet, their hands, anything like that, or this sort of general like sides as well. We're gonna just go with something simple, so like hand, I guess.
Okay, left hand.
So now it'll play a smoke trail on his left hand. So looking like maybe his head's on fire and he tried to pat it out with his hand, and now his hand's on smoking or something. So there you go. So that's one way you can do it too. And you can always calculate the position yourself and kind of say play this effect at this position. But yeah, lots of ways to do that. So.
Yep.
Let's see what else we got going on in this chat here.
All right, let's get into. I'm gonna save this. Well, I probably should have saved
Lots
it before.
of good questions.
Before I had all these crazy effects going on in here. Let's see.
No, it's all part of the package.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't seem to want to let me select the particle. Whatever.
It's like authentic.
All right. Well, we're sharing it out with the fireball.
Nice. Deal with it.
So I call this a sphere gravity test, and I'll keep iterating on that a little bit here. So go ahead and share that. Go and replace the other one there.
The effects can get pretty loud. You can go into the effects properties and mess with that, their volume and stuff.
Yep. Okay. Do you want to do that? Show that real quick, just how you can do that. If I can get into that thing's properties.
Or go to Character Studio, and you can go to the attachments.
Okay.
Effects as well.
What can I do from there?
Now you can go to properties.
Ah, I didn't even know how to do that. Okay,
See?
so now
See,
we're
we
in
learn
the
on the
effects.
stream.
This is how I could remove it. I
Yeah.
could delete it in there. If I go into its properties, and then sound.
And then you get volume.
So we can take it down to
There's
like
a couple other options here as well. But
15% of what it was before.
So that's a good way of lowering it. Yeah.
So a way to detect what type of terrain a character's working on?
Yeah, for sure. You
Raycasting.
Raycasting is the cool kid way of doing it. You can also do bump terrain. Let's just go to another level. And
Yeah,
just
let's get someone from scratch. Let's do a custom world or something.
Yeah, let's not do empty world. Empty world is like the laboratory, but it's kind of boring. Yeah, so we'll generate a world with the world wizard really quick, and then we'll show off some raycasting stuff and just some general terrain querying options.
What should we do? Canyons? I like canyons. Something different. Forest.
Yeah, that Child Garden level was pretty cool. Yeah, and we'll make sure we have a good chunk of time to go through each.
I like morning. Okay. So this gives you kind of a world that's already populated with some objects in it, so you can kind of build a game to the world if you want to kind of be inspired by some landscapes or something like that, instead of just starting in that blank canvas and everything there. Okay, we're gonna do something. Let's do the fighter guy. Fighter, and where should we put him?
That looks like a good spot.
There you go. And third-person adventure to start with that.
Start with that.
Something standard.
Cool.
We did it.
I'll jump us in. Cool. So now let's paint some different materials down too.
Okay. So where's my character at? Hiding over here.
Let's just paint one material down. Let's do this really quick.
Okay.
Snow. Yeah.
Snow? All right. Yeah. Claude wants snow. A little bit bigger. Snow patch.
Cool. So now there's different terrain in the level, and if you want to know what your character is currently touching, you can go into its brain and ask if it's bumping terrain. And one of the options is to pass in. Well, let's just go and check it out.
Okay, here we go. We're inside the brain.
So let's add a new line here and go. Well, I'll just
Claude, you drive.
Really quick, sure.
Okay.
So I go to the brain and I go to sensors, bump terrain, and now I get the option of also specifying. I guess that's
it's in value. It's on the second page.
It's just not actually showing up. Wait.
No, there was a second page.
There we go. This bumper's just broken.
Our controller is a little finicky.
Yeah. So now I can actually pass in which material I'm talking about. So this kind of works like the same as when I ask about bumping. So I could say like when I bump like this tree or something. This is the same kind of concept. You just specify what you are asking about. So like if I'm bumping this specific material.
So what are you gonna do when you bump that material?
Well, let's play an effect. Let's go into the effect gallery here, and let's play something that looks like snow, I guess.
Something that looks continuous.
Actually, let's just play snow. Why not? Right?
Can we search?
Well, we're almost there. There it is.
There it is.
So when I'm walking on the snow material, we'll play some snow effect.
Okay.
There it is. So
good call.
Kind of proving it out, and I'll go on the grass, and now it'll stop after that iteration's done.
Yeah, it has to finish playing.
It's a little subtle, but we can always ramp that up to make it snow
cool
or something.
Use of that, right
That is
there.
actually kind of cool. I never thought of that until right now. So that's pretty sweet. Cool. Let's do some more advanced stuff here again, just to scare some people away again.
We reined them in with the beautiful little snow, and then we'll scare them off with raycasting.
Yeah, so let's see, what's an easy way to do this that really shows off the power right away?
Retexturing shapes.
Retexturing shapes.
Like terrain shapes? You can paint terrain while the game is playing. We showed a little bit of that last time.
Let's just do this.
You can recolor objects. You can set their colors from the brain. So that's an option. I'm trying to think what else that might mean.
So that laser's really thin. So let's see if we can...
Can you draw it thicker? Is that a thing you can do?
No, but I can do this. Draw sphere. Position. So this is just a really quick example of what Raycast does. Raycast is like... So just to throw this out there, if you understand if you like learn what Raycast is and kind of just mess with it and get used to it, you're like mastering a really, really powerful concept that we use in actual game programming a lot. So we're trying to make it like fun and easy to use, but it's still something that is fundamentally like a really like versatile tool that's using. Like,
so what is it like? Explain it to the people that have no idea what raycasting is. Like,
I think let's make it cool. This is the stream to make raycasting cool and not too scary.
I'm gonna.
This is our chance.
I got an idea.
It's your one chance.
All right.
So,
I think of it like a tripwire. So that's how I was gonna set up a little example.
Tripwire is a good example. And I mean, but just generally what it is just like a way for you to kind of ask about the environment around you. Like generally in games, you're working in a dynamic situation. You don't really know what's happening at any given time because it's a very chaotic system by nature. Like you're throwing somebody into something and letting them do whatever they want. So Raycast is your way of like just kind of putting tripwires all over the place and knowing where somebody is or what something like how close something is to you or whatever. It's just a way for you to like generally ask about your environment. So Jared's setting up some really complicated code here. Basically, we can read it left to right.
Okay, so we're raycasting from one rock to another.
There you go.
We're setting up a tripwire between these two rocks. So raycast from my center, which is one of the rocks, to the other rock's center, and I'm going to draw the raycast so you can kind of see it. And then when something hits that tripwire, we're going to draw a sphere on them. Okay?
All right.
I'm just following along here, make sure everybody's cool.
So we've got too many raycasts going on here. Too much.
There's no such thing. Actually, that is a very possible thing.
Okay, so we're going to ignore this one. Can I do that? Can I stick an ignore in
just
here?
delete it. It took me 2 seconds to write it.
There we go.
I'm not
It's
attached.
ignored.
I don't get attached to code.
I always ignore code because then it... oh, that's interesting. So
well,
it's
hitting
detecting...
the other rock. So.
Yeah, so it's like, it's raycasting. You can see...
Let's make it a smaller sphere.
This sphere is small. That's a good idea.
0.2 or something.
Okay.
Draw sphere.
So what he's doing now is when you draw a sphere, you can
2.
also change the radius of the sphere. So he's just saying, give me a tight radius, so it's a tiny sphere. So now, as he passes through this little tripwire, or that squirrel knew what was going on, though he backed out.
He's like, whoa.
As he passes through this tripwire, boom, it knows exactly where he is, and he can move left and right of that like rock thing, and it knows exactly where you are. So you can set up lots of different kinds of stuff just with that, and you can make that check specific terrain or check specific objects. This is just your like handy.
You figure out the position, like it tells you where something is.
Yep.
But it also tell you what it is that's there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
And even deeper, it'll tell you a little bit about like what direction that thing is facing. I guess it's a tool. There's an output that is the This is a little bit more complicated. There's so
much in here.
But like say you're doing like portal, like Lethem was doing, and you wanted the portal to align to the surface that it hits, or like the fern level I made, where like the ferns are like kind of like sprouting around the world. You can actually raycast on terrain and ask about what like is the normal of the terrain, which is generally just like what direction it's pointing in, so you can kind of align stuff to the surface.
So you're saying I could make my predator suit using raycasting, so wherever I was walking, it would change the color of what I have to make it blend in. So I was kind of
that could be cool. You could, if you knew what terrain type you painted yourself something like that.
Or you tinted the color to make it as close to that.
Why not?
Color?
Sure. Project Spark. You can do whatever you want.
Project Spark. That's my inspiration.
Why not? I'm actually pretty sure you can do something like that. That'd be really cool.
It's there's no color picker from raycasting. That'd be kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah,
to
but you
ask.
can kind of make your own mapping, you know? Like,
Yeah, you'd have to kind of know in advance like what color the terrain is.
Right,
Set
right.
yourself to green if you're on grass or something.
Yeah, but that would be kind of cool. And yeah, we got lots of suggestions and stuff from stuff like this. You never know what kind of update we'll have.
I wanted to show off real quick right here. So the raycast is in this rock over here. The brain that's doing the raycasting is in this guy. And then I'm displaying above him whatever it is the raycast hit. So
oh wow!
So it's like whatever goes through my tripwire, it'll like tell me
that's
what
amazing.
it was. Yeah, so
that's
you can really
totally
do lots
very
of
cool.
cool stuff with Raycast. It's just your handy
squirrel
dandy
would run
tool
through.
for asking about your environment. So that's a really good example. We should share that level out too.
Yeah, share that level out because I need some credits.
Let's get a goblin who'll follow me through so we can just kind of show how that works.
Oh, I guess we'll chase you anyway. So.
Hey man, come this way.
You might be too short.
It's
Goblin Limbo.
Goblin Limbo, yes!
Alright, let's make him fail at the limbo.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man.
Papa Goblin coming through the limbo line.
Oh, man.
Oh,
get
watch
through.
out.
Here he comes. Oh, he's not really trying.
See?
That's awesome.
Nice, very cool. Man.
So raycasting has a ton of modifiers and ways to kind of use it in different contexts.
That's probably
we don't necessarily need to get into that.
Claude's like, whoa, time out.
Well, it's a beast of its own.
You can kind of experiment with it, and I think there's a lot of them you can kind of read the descriptions on and figure out, or just ask questions on the forums, because it's basically like raycasting always goes in a direction from like one point to another, and then you can specify like what those points are in kind of really advanced ways. That's like the gist
the length of your ray.
Yeah.
So you can have like just limited checks there too. It's good times.
Did anybody have any other questions about raycasting coming up in there? I haven't been.
How do you read the angle?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that real quick.
Let's do it on the terrain, I guess.
Should we do it from the player?
Yeah.
All right, I got an idea.
And let's just draw the surface normal or something.
All right, I guess we can leave that stuff there.
Could you have it display its health?
Yeah. So once you know what the object is, like the rock was printing up or showing like the little icon for the character.
Yeah.
You can ask anything about that character, so you can hit the goblin and say like, "Give me the goblin's health. Give me the goblin's
Does
name."
the NSA know about this?
So you can
don't tell them
stuff like that. That way you could have like your tripwire only works on like your friendlies or something, right? I don't know why you would do that, but
right, you could set up your tripwire to only trip on enemies or something like that. So you could use it kind of like a laser like grid system to for like a security game or even rob a bank or something like that. So I'm doing what we had before, where I'm doing a raycast in direction forward and just forever. So whenever it hits something, it'll stop, and then I'm drawing that little sphere now at the position that it hits. So from there, we can draw another line.
Most advanced stream ever.
Yeah, this is like brains this is like a level 400 class of brains right now.
Yeah, we should share this level out for sure.
All right, so let's so when we hit something, right? That's what we want. Where are my outputs?
Well, you need a vector.
All right, so I'm gonna create a line. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. So you can do. You want to do?
Nope.
Okay, you got it. So you can do from that point.
All right, so this is the outputs folder, which kind of once we're in a raycast scenario where raycasts are happening, then the outputs will have a bunch of stuff that's kind of fancy that you get from raycast.
Yeah.
So
yeah, surface normal sounds really complicated, but all it really is just like what direction the surface is pointing at. So like if you have like a slope, you know, you want to know how what the angle of the slope is. This is the tool that you'd use.
Man, I don't know how to write this in a simple way to make it show up.
Just do it, man. Just do it. Just do it. I think they're supposed to drop for you. I don't know, man. Let's do it.
Can I set I can set the width or something on a line? Is that a thing I can do?
No.
No? That's not a thing I can do. All right, well, so...
You can draw lots of spheres.
Okay. So now... Did I do it right? I feel like
Probably.
I feel like I did it wrong.
Let's see. No, that's it. You're just doing.
Oh, it's just always
wrong
pointing
direction.
down.
No, you're doing it in the wrong direction. I think.
Am I?
I think. I mean, I might point down too.
Did I do it?
All.
Maybe I should have given it to you to do this part. From hit position to... Oh, I need to take hit position.
Oh yeah, you have to say
that.
yeah, because it was just going to the origin. Yeah. Someone asked about efficiency. I don't know. It's pretty. It's not chugging yet. So
there's ways to do things that are efficient and inefficient in
Yeah.
here. But okay, so let's get up to this tree. So you can see when I raycast, now we get a new line that's drawing kind of the direction of the surface.
Yeah, it's almost like a little reflection thing.
Yeah,
not,
it's kind
not
of
really
like
reflection, but
you could do reflection.
Yeah,
with
you
it.
can base it. You can base your reflection off of it. So, it's very cool.
So like on this terrain here, it's like it bounces off like in the direction the terrain is facing. Is kind of what it's
so
doing.
that's how you could align your portal to the surface.
Right. I'm trying to think what an example of. Oh, I got an idea. Let's get an example. Well, that'd be kind of hard to set up.
Let's look at some UGC though. Let's move on.
Okay, but you could use that. Something I've
I
done.
would share this level out too.
Even Claude was starting to glaze over there.
Yeah.
Something I've done that's with that's kind of cool is to when you like throw an object out into the world and then it like lands on the ground and you want it to like orient to like be facing away from the ground.
Yeah.
It's like you throw a house out there and then it like hits a wall and then it's like sideways on the wall or something like that.
You just throw a house
you could
out
do
there.
that.
Better stock up on adult diapers? What are we missing in this pack?
Oh, you know.
Oh, I see. Because hours. Yeah, that makes sense.
Save and share.
Can you stop the player from being able to change the camera direction? Yeah, so you can one of the modifiers of the camera is without camera control, so that way you can make it so the player can't change the camera direction.
Or you could use a different type of camera too. So you got without controls right there. So now I won't be able to control my camera anymore.
Oh man, someone remember the name of my friend level. Nice.
See, I'm moving. You can't see it, but I'm moving the right stick around down here to try and move the camera, but it's not doing anything.
Yeah. Cool. All right, let's share this level out. And
I did before
okay,
I
cool.
did that stupid camera.
Let's move on.
All right, so we're gonna exit from there. Hopefully that gives you some more context to ask more questions about raycasting on the forums or something and get some.
Forums definitely the best place. Someone asked me about raycasting on a tweet once, and I don't know how to answer
you
it.
can't explain raycasting in 140 characters or less. This is not possible.
What kind of professor are you?
Yeah,
Are you even a real professor? Come on.
I like to teach on the semester system, not the quarter system. I want more time.
I love the quarter system. Any RIT guys out there? Well, I guess we're actually changing that RIT now. Well, never mind.
Anyway,
yeah.
So what are we looking at here today? What kind of UGC do we want to jump into? Did you have something?
No. I just wanted to go. Actually, there was something I do want to check out because there's some. I went on
Look
last
at all those
night.
mic levels. That's awesome. You guys should download those.
Cool, right?
Do you mind if I take over really quick?
All
There's
right.
definitely one I wanted to show off. I went on yesterday and I saw some cool stuff. So, where is it though? I mean, there's plenty. Everything on here is super cool. So I will say that first because I'm just very. All the level was really cool too. I just can't remember what the name of the level I was really excited about was. Oh, here it is. This is super cool.
Living snow globe.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's cool for like one reason, and again, I'm really boring and simple, so I get impressed by things really easily. But this snowman is so cool.
Oh wow!
Yeah, this is like the coolest thing ever.
It's a little dancing snowman.
Yeah.
Man, this is
And
great.
he's got the nice little Santa Claus guy here too. It's
Wow.
so cool, and the tree's got little like Christmas lights
I bet
on
they built
it,
that
man.
by attaching the
the spheres to a character. Yeah, and he's just
probably
dancing.
an invisible character.
And he like, oops, I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, and he like kind of faces the Santa Claus guy, so you can.
Oh yeah.
Here, actually, let's remix this a little.
Let's see what's going on there.
It's supposed to be inside of a snow globe, so it's all inside of the sphere, which is kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna delete the sphere though. Anyway.
Not that cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It's a little hard to work with here. I'm gonna just go in here, nice, and change the first-person camera, so we can just get a nice little close-up. Here we go.
Wow.
I love this guy. It's so cool. I was like, I saw a bunch of technically like really
Who
awesome
created
levels.
this?
And this is like a great example of like, I'm not sure actually. We can take a look at the name after this, but this is a great example of how like, you know, you can go super deep into the complicated stuff that we were doing earlier, like the really technical, like Raycast type stuff, or you can just make a snowman that dances and like, yeah, there's lots of ways to make really cool stuff in this game. So, yeah, don't get too intimidated by all the code. So let's move on.
How is that done?
It's the character 2D, I think.
Okay.
So that was Ashes to Ashes.
Oh
Good job,
wow,
Ashes
that's
to Ashes.
awesome.
That's really cool.
You actually made a.
I forgot to
video.
rate it. I'm such a jerk.
Oh wow, man.
See, do not follow Claude's example. That was the example of what not to do. When you play something cool, give it an upvote.
Yeah, I forgot to rate it. Sorry, guys.
Help them complete their daily upvote challenge.
I'll send you cookies too.
We're gonna-
here, you can figure it out.
we're gonna take a look at
let's go
Portal.
back. Yeah, is this the Portal gun level?
Yeah, that's it right there.
No, this isn't the same dude. But let's take a look at this anyway.
We should just search Portal, see how many different versions of Portal people have
Yeah.
already made.
Oh, our lead designer, Brad Reber, is what we're calling him, right?
Reber?
Yeah, a year ago, I guess.
Bradley
now.
Reeve.
when we were still like really early in our language, he actually made a Portal game too. He called it Decordal, which
I
is
saw
like
that,
sort of
yeah.
like Dakota Portal, Decordal. It's pretty good times.
Yeah, all of our internal game jams, we often put Dakota in the name
Yeah.
somehow. Looks like it's
I
taking a
don't
bit
think
to
that. I
load
think
that one.
that's. I don't
This
think
is
it's gonna
restart.
happen.
Yeah. Oh God, which one?
Beta.
Ah, analysis paralysis. You can pick the next one then.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll go back and forth.
Community.
Take turns. Hey, behave. Take. You guys share.
How many levels have portals in them?
Oh, you typed it.
There we go.
Portal
Spark. Is
That's
that the one that
probably
you saw before?
That's probably the one, yeah. Yeah, that's left on the
Sorry,
That's
the other guy who made that one. I'm just gonna get it to load there for some reason.
Yeah. I'm sure it works fine though. We'll just reload
There we
it
go.
later.
Oh,
Nice, it's
okay.
got a little UI
First
thing. I didn't
person.
notice that before for some reason.
That's cool.
So presumably left trigger, right trigger. I think it's
Nope.
keyboard and mouse.
Oh, maybe yeah, it's left button for yeah. Okay.
Nice, very cool.
Well,
Okay,
how do you
well
get
I'd
there?
probably get over there, huh? Okay.
Put one below you.
Oh, you guys are
Oop. Nice, very cool, very
great
cool.
team.
Oop. Look that that worked. Yeah, that worked. All right.
All right, let's remix it.
What was the question? I hope he's still watching. What was the question you had if you are still there? Because that actually looks pretty cool. You had a little UI going for it too.
First
Yeah.
person.
This is this game will run on Xbox One, Xbox 360, and Windows 8. Right now we're running on Windows 8.1 for beta.
Oh man, I don't know where to put everything. I wanted to make
We're
this.
the future.
I wanted to make the screen flash when he.
Whoa! Did you see that? His character's tinted like the Portal character. That's so cool.
Oh.
man.
That's so cool.
That's pretty good right there.
Nice.
Wow.
I get it's simple stuff, man. I'm really happy with the simple stuff. This brain doesn't look very simple, but that's okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Oh man, someone's actually using current speed. I'm glad we put that in there.
Basic player stuff here at the bottom.
Yeah, just so you guys know, every time you share these levels, we are absolutely reading your brains.
Okay. Maybe it's in one of these guys. Maybe that's where he does the teleport. Wow, there's a lot in here. Okay. Well, it would take me a while to figure out how everything's.
Is he turning the portal to face the character or something?
Yeah, I think so, and maybe not, but also like I think he's like reorienting the character when you go through.
I don't know if he's still here, man. This is really unfortunate if he's not still here. We're like going through it.
He can check it out after, but I mean, you know, so
Yeah.
like what he's doing is like when I go through this bottom portal and come out there, I'm going to come out facing the other direction.
Oh,
So
I
he's
see.
like flipping me around.
Very cool.
Or
Or
not.
inside the train.
I'm inside the train now. How do we get?
Yeah,
out?
this is like Portal is easy to make, like, have problems, I guess. Because,
teleporting is always dangerous.
Teleporting is kind of dangerous. Just
because you can teleport inside the terrain. Basically.
We are thinking about ways of making that a little easier in general. But this is a really awesome first attempt too, like, or whatever attempt really.
Yeah, what are you gonna assume it's the first?
No, yeah, I mean,
100th.
It's super good progress. Like, we haven't seen a lot of like community-made Portal games yet. You know, we made it ourselves, so it's always interesting to see how other people make it.
Right, just kind of seeing like what types of brain behaviors.
Yeah, you could make it only work on certain terrains. Just use raycasting.
Sure. Exactly. Yeah. Now we showed you guys that like you can actually say raycast against a certain material type.
Yep.
You realize now in every meeting I have for the rest of the week, I'm going to find ways to slip in raycasting to show that I know what it means.
Nice.
So, well, I was raycasting the other day at lunch, and what? I'm not sure you know what that word means.
Oh, man, I'm just bad at this.
Well, let's move on then. Let's check out some other levels.
I want to go up there.
Hedgehog in the Fog is a CPU benchmark. Is it? Yeah, we are saving some of these levels out for testing performance. So, so how much?
All right, your turn. Oh, I
Level
didn't rate it
ranking.
again. I'm gonna rate
You
it.
still have a chance. You still
I'm
have a
gonna rate
chance.
it. Rate up.
I
There
love
we
all
go.
these little Santa Claus related, like Winter Wonderland kind of things
Yeah.
going on here.
Are
It's
you just
super
gonna
cool.
go on a
Oh,
Santa
that's
Claus
Kim.
theme?
I think that's Kim actually. Nice. Yeah, let's go to Santa's Village. Why not?
Who knew this was gonna be our Christmas
Themed.
I know, right? Wow.
Oh,
nice. And they made the character bigger. Our characters look really good when they're big, actually. Oh,
Wait,
forgot
what's
a
he
default
doing?
brain. Oh no. Got some adventurers or some wandering villagers here. Very cool.
Oh, they're elves. Get
Actually,
it?
this is a really
Get it?
This is a really good time to talk about. I'm gonna edit this level if I can.
What are you gonna talk about? What are you gonna talk about?
Talk
Claude?
about lighting.
Oh, okay.
So lighting is interesting. These houses, the default house on the prop bar. Let's just pick that really quick, even though there's a ton of them in the level. This house comes with the light attached to it already. So let's just go over here. And what that means is that the area around it gets kind of lit up by this light. You can get rid of that by ungluing this. You can also tweak it. So you can go in here and change its properties. I might be going a little fast here, so excuse me if I am. You can turn down intensity, you can turn down the range. It's pretty large by default. And you can kind of just tweak it like that. The reason you want to tweak it is because once you start stacking a lot of them, you do get this kind of bright like intensity here. I don't know if that was intended. Yeah, in this level, it actually seems like it might have been intended because like from a distance, it looks really warm.
Yeah,
so it's kind of
like
cool.
the kind of
I
warmth.
kind of thought Santa was going to like kick the elves or something.
Yeah, but it's,
Beat
you
them?
know, it's just an idea. More knowledge is always the best. So that looks. I actually really like the warmth that you get from
Yeah, in the snow
the
here, that
brightness
works pretty
here
darn
for
well.
sure. So very cool stuff. Your turn.
All right.
Let's see what's the awesome.
And actually, really quick, just for those trying to use lighting without that house, there's a light bulb prop you can look at in the gallery that has light associated with it, and you can tweak it from there.
Taking a little bit to load the feeds up here. Oh, I just switched right as it loaded. Okay.
Nice.
Let's see.
Dakotra's nice.
Dakotra's. Oh,
Yeah.
we showed this before, Mike. Let's show this off. This will get people excited.
Yeah, so this is Reaver.
Yeah, this is Reeb.
Oh, did he upload that?
Yeah, he's been working on this for a while.
How do I
now,
rotate them? I don't know how to rotate them.
There's buttons
hey,
here.
button.
Yeah, there you
Button,
go.
I
Okay.
Yeah, so this is super cool.
I could play this for a while.
Yeah, Reeb's been sort of
what did I do?
keeping this along with the development of our game. He made this a while ago, and he's been updating it to make sure it keeps working. It's just a really cool level to show, and I think he's really proud of it and everything. So, for those that are missing my crazy reaction, I saw this before, so it's I wasn't like whoa. I'll just pretend though.
Old news.
Yeah.
No, all the way to the right. We going? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
A funny story about this that I'm probably butchering, but when Reeb first made this level, one of his coworkers like just was like a Tetris, or his wife or something was like a Tetris pro, so she's like the person that came through and verified that it works like as she expected. So
I mean,
like
wasn't
all
there?
the tuning and all the
Yeah,
like,
he had to tune it like it was rotating the wrong way, and he like actually went to insane detail.
Yeah, you even see a little preview in the corner there. It's super cool. So.
Alright, we gotta play this until I at least get another 4-piece here now.
Then we gotta remix it because I have an idea. I want to see if it works. Probably won't work. Jared sucks at this game.
What? No, this is all intentional, guys.
Line piece, there it is.
I could do what Ari did.
Yeah, just troll.
Ari got into this scenario, and then he just like didn't put the pieces together intentionally, like in front of a whole company meeting.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
Yeah,
All
it was
let's,
like, oh,
let's remix
this is painful.
I'm gonna remix this. Oh, there we go. This is all I want to do.
You can turn on the music?
Nope, swap mesh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Goblins. Let's try it. There we go.
What?
Swap mesh goblin. That's my remix signature. Oh, is it super loud? Whoops. Let's fix this.
Oh, it doesn't work anymore, Claude.
Well, it's not my fault. Let's get out of here before he blows my else's speakers. Sorry, we don't have the sound like here with us, so it's hard to tell.
Your turn.
Yeah, let's see.
You not suggested that one.
Yeah, well, you can pick. I don't really know. There was something else that made me like super happy.
What's the Scarlet one there? That's probably usually one of our champions.
Scarlet 1.2, huh? Oh man, this guy trying to make another Scarlet? I'm pretty excited about this. This is super cool.
Or it could just be a level that has Scarlet in it. So Scarlet is one of the champions.
Yeah, I actually worked on the champions
with one T or
myself.
two?
I think
two.
I think this is just the Scarlet Mesh.
Yeah, so yeah, with the champions you get their mesh as well as their behavior. Myself and I don't know if Mike was ever on a stream. Other Mike, Rusty Mike. Myself and a few other designers that have been working on the behaviors for the champions for some time now, and trying to get them to feel really cool and be really cool, be really fun to play. So it's always interesting to see how people react to that.
Weapon gallery. That sounds cool and looks cool.
Weapon and funny, nice. Looks pretty cool.
I see. New weapons gallery in town. Wow, there's like a bit of a story going on there.
Oh, nice. A little like automated camera.
Yeah,
down here.
opening
Nice.
cinematic.
Very cool.
Here.
I see you, Corp Weapons Gallery. This is super cool. I love the lighting in here. This guy found the light bulbs. Very cool.
And he's using the kind of stone textures to kind of.
Huh. Oh, there's a little guy like standing on the spinning things. The fidget stone ring, man. That thing is good times.
This has got to be a camera on a path, right?
Yeah, yeah. I like how we're just like piecing it apart, like in our own ways. Like it's pretty fun. That's super cool. Nice. Get the little bald headmaster here.
That's who we get to play as.
Nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
This is really cool.
Swords.
Keith would love to see this.
Stone sword. Nice. He's
Yeah,
got
you know what?
and
Keith
stuff.
actually hit me up for beta key.
Nice.
Told him to get creative.
Fire sword. Oh, so he made these swords. I see. Very cool.
Oh, the fireball ability you just have all the time.
Okay. Fighter sword. I like the little damage display there too.
What's the difference between the fire sword and the
Another fire sword?
All right, so I want to see the fighter sword and the fighter sword damage 18. So the stone sword is just better. All right, stone sword it is then.
Jared's a nuts and bolts kind of designer, you can tell.
Special, shoot from a distance.
I feel like all bows shoot from a distance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
So, yeah, this is cool though, putting all the stats out there.
Yeah, this is super cool. Let's just run through the rest of this really quick. You don't have to kill everything you see.
Yeah, I do. Okay. I like it, the icons he's got down there at the bottom.
Yeah, they got a
What you
little
gotta
cross
equip.
there. That's pretty sweet.
Goblin axe. Ranger's axe. A little bit of everything. Oh man, what's this guy gonna do?
I think he's just large.
Just test out like on a bigger character, like how much damage you can do.
Pretty cool. Very interesting stuff here. I love that intro scene too.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's is that flag starter? I think it's little banner.
I don't know.
Maybe like bought some stuff already.
Or yeah, it might be. I think some of these are unlocks. Like I think that sword is the stone sword is an unlock. Oh, that's cool.
That's super cool.
That's like a shovel with some stuff like
a spike on it too.
I don't know.
I can't tell all the pieces. Oh, and he slowed it down. I wonder if he was watching the screen.
Yeah, he's got like some time
wow,
factor
that is
going
awesome.
on.
Nice, and just when we're about to move on too. Got the perfect weapon trail for that too. Very cool.
Oof.
Well played. Well played.
I want to be able to do a heavy attack. I don't know how to do that.
Remix opportunity. I'll do it right now.
Nah,
Let's get
okay,
out
we're
of
moving.
here.
So, finisher WIP.
Finisher WIP.
Oh, that's where we started from Scarlet. That somebody wants to see that level?
Yeah.
Okay.
I typed that because Jared's a bad speller.
All right, Claude, you got this one.
Deal a deadly
really
blow.
quick.
Your enemy is turned.
When your enemy is stunned.
Oh, is this like a finisher kill? Let's see.
How do you stun your enemy?
Wait, it is. Oh, when he's stunned.
B. Press B.
Nice! Nice! That was cool. Yeah, take that guy. Mess with me next time.
That's
Oh,
cool.
cool.
I want to do it again. That was cool.
That's reminded me of something.
Something like one of the game jams I wanted to make that I haven't made yet. I wanted to do, and I'm not going to say it. I got to make it first and then show it off.
Yeah, anybody can say anything. I say things
That's
all the
so
time.
cool. Well done, sir. Well done. Yeah, there's. I'm really glad we made that last effect there, the charge up effect.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a really popular one apparently. Let's see if this looks. No, it's not good. I'll check it out like later. I like to see how these things are actually built. So.
Yeah, that's one of the coolest things about seeing people out on the community and how they're like kind of pulling their stuff apart and seeing how they made it.
Yeah. Great. Let's see
What level
else we
that
got
isn't
going on
your
here.
own should we look at?
Isn't your own? We made these?
Energy Sword and the Kingdom. I said let that one go up.
Okay. Actually, I want to show off that shooter really quick. That was the other
No,
one I was
no.
really excited about.
Duquesne can't nominate us. Can't nominate your own level. Come on.
I don't know. I feel like he's here promoting his stuff.
He
where
is.
is it?
He's everywhere.
There was something in here I just played yesterday. It was like a shooter.
You can't turn on the
You wanna look
TV
up-
without
is it
Duquesne
shooter?
being
Should
there.
we look up the?
It's
Yeah,
on the
it's like a
news.
shooter.
He's
Everything
in
was
the paper.
FPS, I want to say.
It's crazy.
Oh yeah, you told me about this. That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
No, this isn't it. That's super old. Okay,
Okay.
well, if I find it, we'll just keep going the normal way here.
Look through the newest stuff.
Yeah. Let's spot anything else that's super cool.
Energy Sword.
Yeah, let's do that. And the Kingdom, a mysterious land with lots to explore.
Well, I think I saw a pirate ship in the screenshot. Of the level there.
You might just find an energy sword. This guy's naked.
Oh,
I don't know if
man.
this is stream appropriate.
Well, he's probably a
I gotta go in
pirate.
this bathroom. Never mind. Hello, adventurer. Oh no, they changed this. Okay. And here the. Wait, who's gonna do the voiceovers? Who's gonna do the
Jared.
voiceovers?
I
Jared?
think Mike needs to participate
Alright.
here.
Go ahead.
Wait, what's he look like? Welcome to Ricky's Airships.
Nice.
Do
This
you
is
want to
cool.
go to Cozy Meadows?
Sure, why not? Let's do it. Oh. Whoops.
Wow, that was thanks Duquesne, man. Way to make us. We totally got punked by Duquesne.
Let's just do
Well,
it
I'm
again.
guessing,
Let's
I'm
try
guessing
again.
what he
Let's
did
try
there.
again.
It's
Level
probably
linked.
using some the tiles for level linking
Yeah, we're not
that
doing that yet.
that don't actually work entirely yet.
Yeah.
So
All right, let's try again. We won't go there. The Cozy Meadows. That sounds pretty fun though.
Yeah, I mean it'll
Okay,
work
cool.
locally for you, but then as soon as you share them out, they won't link to the levels on the service yet. So once you're on the community yet, so that's one of the reasons. Like we were supposed to
This is cool.
disable all of the level linking tiles until we got them actually working for
This-
everyone. So
This thing is super cool. Can I open this door? No. Oh, I got up here. Let's go back down the path. I want to find this energy sword. I'm destined to
it
find
might
it.
be it might be in the level that it's supposed to link to.
Is that what they're saying?
I don't know.
I'm gonna jump down here. Hello. Where is it on the island? Tell me where it is.
So violent. Go check out that over there. Go check out
there's
the-
a pirate ship. A floating
Nice.
pirate ship.
Oh, the use of the rocks there is
That's
super
super
cool way to
cool.
do that.
Not that guy. I'm not talking to that guy. I'm gonna just ride a ship anyway, though. What's going on over here? There's no energy sword here. He lied to me.
Whoa!
Oh no!
God.
Restart. I didn't do that. Where was I going before I did that? Oh yeah, I was going this way. What's the sign say? Under construction. Under construction.
What can that mean?
All right. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find this energy sword.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's on us. We forgot to disable the level linking tiles
Yeah.
until we got them fully working for everyone.
I blame
It does remind me
Duquesne
of
for
Banjo
finding
Kazooie
it.
a little. Yeah.
Whoever found it.
All right. Well, this is super cool. I like
that's
the little
that's
path
one of those
up the mountain.
features that's like work in progress.
Yeah.
Coming along.
It wasn't violence against women. It was violence against someone who didn't give me a sword.
Equal
I'll read it up.
opportunity there.
Yeah.
Could have been anybody who didn't give him a sword. He would have.
Your energy sword is another castle. There wasn't even a castle on this level.
Are you looking up top rated now? Is that what you're doing?
Oh, yeah, maybe I am. I didn't even realize it was. Here, you can pick.
Okay. I want to see Project Upside Down. What?
Oh, I saw this. This is cool too. It's a work in progress still, but you can just see the cool inspiration from this too.
Upside Down for.
There's a guy upside down.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. And there's some coins. I don't think there's much else going on yet.
Oh, now they're following me.
But I like the style of the world that's saturated and like the cloud effects and everything. You know, it's pretty cool. And the rain. Just trying to
lock up the game?
Yeah, I'm just seeing what all the buttons do. That's all I was doing.
Yeah. Upside down trees. Well played, Sarah. Well played.
It's hard not to just go collect coins whenever I see.
Yeah, I know. I did the same thing. I was like, "There's nothing else going on here. But I'm gonna collect all these coins anyway."
Some people are saying turtle.
Turtle?
Oh, yeah,
Is it turtle?
turtle.
All right, let's look for turtles.
Yeah, I like that there's some, you know, like, this is the time to let the community shine a little bit in front of themselves, yeah.
Okay.
But we're definitely, like, I'm trying to...
The Grand
Turtle.
Turtle.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man.
You play as the Grand Turtle, what was his name? Atlas. Guide him through the level and make him an asset for your games. Wow, that went from, like, really, like, story-driven to, like, meta right away. Nice.
Oh, it looks like I've got an idea here.
I like his little belly. Oh, nice. That turtle's got funk, man. I like the little emeralds for the shell. That's really cool. Well played. He's got the little, like...
What's the tail made out of there?
I don't know, but I like the goblin dancing up top.
Yeah.
He's got a little glow to him. This guy knows about lighting, too. That's pretty sweet. And he's got a little baby turtle butt, too.
Alright, can I remix this? Let's see.
This is so cool.
Where do you suppose the turtle brain is at?
Oh, man. Oh, here. Let me see something. Oh, it's right there.
Follow camera. Yep, that's what I wanted.
Oh, he's got the squirrel rig. That's what's going on.
Something kind of useful that you guys might appreciate is I'm going to turn off the camera collision, so ignore camera collision, because what's happening with this guy's camera is it's on the shell, and then it's colliding with these pillars in the middle here. I was going to point at them. That's, I mean, the pillar right there. It's kind of where my cursor is at. So then it keeps zooming in on me. So when I turn that off now and test it, it should never zoom in as I rotate around.
Yeah, so that way you can get a nice little view. And then you can also change like the distance that the camera's at, so you can get it a little closer if you want a cool view.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is really cool.
I have no
Good
idea
job.
how he made like the feet move and the head bob.
Yeah, I like the head bob a lot. The head bob is super cute.
Do.
Just turtle rocking around. Oh, I like the little wheel thing with the little guys in it.
It's a Ferris wheel.
Oh,
That's pretty awesome.
That's a little better description than my description. Little wheel thing with the guys in it.
Ferris wheel. You can see him practicing making
Bonus
the shell
points to anyone
over
who
there.
knows why it's called a Ferris wheel.
No idea.
Ferris Bueller.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh.
I don't actually know. All right, let's move on.
Wait, no, why?
I don't know. I'm sure it's on Wikipedia somewhere.
Dragon model?
Why is it called the Ferris wheel? Somebody figure that out.
Phoenix Flight? That looks cool.
Now I have
That
to
looks
know.
cool. It's Phoenix Flight. Phoenix Flight.
Phoenix Flight? Okay.
Should say. I made a phoenix that you can control. Yeah, cool. I like that people are like the call outs to remix, you know, that's super cool. Nice. That's pretty sweet.
Wow, that's cool.
Very cool. Man, I want to remix this like in a million different ways.
Is it
actually.
shooting fireballs backwards?
Yeah, I think so. I want to make like the ground burn when it like hits the ground or something, or like turn into like a little.
So is this built with the crow? Is that what this is, or what
No,
is
that's
this?
the new bird that I can't remember the name of. It's a little Dakota squirrel and its feathers.
Oh yeah, look at that.
A Ferris wheel, also known as the observation wheel or big wheel, named after George Washington Gale Ferris Jr.
Wow, who knew?
Obviously, the community.
Very, very well done.
Or
Oh, what? The thing is ridiculous.
What is
Wow,
going on?
what is that?
I think it's ridiculous. That thing is super cool.
Oh my god. Is that like
Is that on the
Cthulhu
bird?
or something? Jeez.
Wow.
He must have attached.
This needs to go in a trailer somewhere.
Yeah, holy mackerel.
That's cool.
I'm
It's like looking around.
Is it
What?
Mothra?
What?
Man, yeah, that is like crazy.
I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be like a static one.
The
Like-
best part about this is that it's the first-person camera that you're looking at this from, so it makes the scale like massive.
Yeah, and
That's
it's like-
really cool.
It's so scary. You're afraid it's gonna see you and
Man, that's fun.
Wow.
Well done. Who's this?
Who made this? This is like
He's
like,
on a path
like
too.
Cloverfield-esque or
Where's?
something.
Oh, it's a goblin.
It's a goblin?
Yeah, it's a goblin. Huh.
Oh, weird.
Wow.
That is so creative.
Huh.
That's like the craziest thing I've
Or maybe
seen.
I think there's a squirrel in there too.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a squirrel tail I just saw. Or something. Yeah, there's a squirrel in there. There's a couple of things in there.
Oh, so like the head is attached. Oh my god. So the head is on the squirrel.
Best. That is the best. That's the best. That's super creative. We haven't even done that yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody build anything like this.
That's really cool.
Oh man, I don't think we can top that.
I pretty much want to. We got to put this on the front page or something, man.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
That is just ridiculous. So all those characters are invisible, and then the guy who made this attached all of these house pieces and skulls and everything to like different characters.
Very cool.
And different parts of different characters. So they're kind of like moving on like the squirrel's head and the goblin's arm and the goblin's
this
foot.
makes Ari's mech kind
Can you
of
shoot it? Can you do anything to it?
Not yet.
This- my
Not
character,
until everyone remixes this. in
my
their own
character
way.
brain doesn't look like it has much going on in there.
No, it's just a normal character.
I get that a lot.
Not a lot of character in this brain.
I don't know what they
Looks like I
mean.
can shoot
but-
with Y, so I should be able to shoot.
Yeah, but it's probably invulnerable.
Yeah, I mean the houses are.
So
probably,
we gotta see
Oh,
real
you got
quick.
something though.
I probably hit one of the invisible characters. Oh,
Oh
It's
wow!
dead. You killed it. Oh, part of it at
Wait.
least.
it's still twitching.
No.
Yeah, no,
it's
you
still-
hit part of. Yeah, it's still part of it. Still alive.
Can I ride it now?
Nice. Very cool, man.
Jeez, that is nuts. We gotta see who did this though, and so we can call him out on
Yeah.
stream.
And get 'em
It's still
cookies.
twitching. Oh wait, no, I think
Oh,
you got
the
it.
part that I shot died.
Yeah, so it's only half alive.
Because
kinda.
by default, just so you guys know, one of what's going on there is when things are attached to each other. You would know more about this than I do, but like when you shoot a piece of something, it damages the,
Oh, right.
the
It
parent.
damages the.
So
yeah.
in an attachment system, there's what we call parents and children.
There's a hierarchy, if you will.
So like the skull is a child of probably it looks like a goblin that's like right there in it.
It's so creepy to see them like. It's like a Chinese line dance kind of thing.
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like a bunch of goblins and like squirrels and stuff.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
So when you damage the skull here, it's going to damage whatever that skull is attached to as well. So
Yeah.
if I can damage the skull enough that it kills the attachment, I think that's what I did to kill the whole dang dragon.
What was the
right
name of the
there.
level? Was it just Giant Dragon?
Let's just exit out and go back in because I want to have
Yeah.
you try one more thing.
Well,
but
we
I just
came
want to
from
see
a
the
different- I
name.
think it was Dragon Model or something.
Yeah, the dragon model, that one.
Yeah.
So this is just showing off like that new attachment system and kind of how you can use this in some ridiculous ways to build stuff, and then making whatever the base piece of this.
We
is
gotta
moving
find out
around
who it
on
is,
the path
man.
there.
Otherwise
So
they're just some
what they
unsung
want to
hero.
know is if you can.
There it is. I'm gonna screenshot this.
I am. Oh wait,
Oh,
I screenshotted it. So.
no.
and that's the original creator. It looks like there, not co-creator or anything. Yeah.
I love the tags: animal, movement, artistic, epic.
Epic.
Nature. Very humble. Very humble.
So go ahead, jump, remix it, and or edit it, and see. They want to know if you can ride it.
Yeah. Let's just grab this thing, this guy.
This
Start up above.
Yeah. Probably start there and then see if you
Let's see what
can.
happens. Yeah. It's
be a
just to be
fun game,
collidable.
and
I went through the head.
I missed
I
it.
guess it's because it's attached.
You probably want to go third
Oh, it
person
started. It went on the
camera.
path. It started. It
Oh
snapped to the
yeah, it
path.
snaps to the path. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's just I'm gonna modify my character a little bit so I can get up there.
Just give him infinite jumps.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so this is actually a cool trick for people. If you go to jump, you can change your in-air jump count. If you make it negative, however, -1, it's infinite.
You can jump as much as
Very
you
obvious.
want. Never run out of jumps.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boing, boing,
Jump,
boing,
jump,
boing,
jump,
boing.
jump,
So that's
jump.
like the lazy man way of flying. Or,
Oh.
the manual flight.
So it looks like probably parts of this don't have collision turned
Yeah.
on.
That's okay though. This will make it fly somehow this other way. I'm sure
There we
someone
go.
will remix it.
I can
nice.
I can ride on this part.
Very cool.
It's the observation deck of this creature.
I want to just make
Oh,
a bunch
oh,
of these and make like a little army.
Yeah, I totally want to put like a gun back here that I can aim and fire and like attack other dragons with. Or
See, I kind
something.
of want a game where these things come and like attack, and you just see
Yeah.
how long you can survive, because there's no way you're gonna win, right?
Let's see what the
Yeah.
community does with it.
Yeah, guys, you should remix this level and make it even more awesome.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
fell off.
Or go into Tetris, swap mesh the block with this.
Yeah. And then see.
You actually can't do that, but I'm sure you could copy paste it or whatever if you wanted to. It probably wouldn't work out very well.
All right, guys. Well, we're kind of out of time here, so and that's a pretty awesome thing to end on. So I think are we gonna do? Do you guys think we should do a stream tomorrow or what?
Someone should do it.
Someone should do a stream, just not me. I see how it is.
Get Henry on here again.
Get Henry.
See if he's feeling better.
So we'll let you guys know if we're going to stream tomorrow. Let us know if you think we should. There's a lot of good community stuff, so check that out.
Yes.
And follow us on Facebook and Twitter for more news. And we're working on the patch. It's in certification right now. We're working on patch notes. We're going to get those out to you hopefully ahead of the patch, so you know what to expect. And stay tuned and keep creating great stuff. We're watching what you're making, and hopefully soon we'll be getting out beta keys to everybody.
There you go.
Thanks, guys.
Cool.